Good morning, students. Today we are doing the chapter 7, birth from snapshot. As the title indicates, the story revolves around the birth of a child who was taking birth after the marriage of his parents 20 years after their marriage. Birth is an extract from the citadel that revolves around Andrew Manson, who just graduated out of medical school. It is an account of how the newly graduated medical practitioner helped in bringing Joe and Susan's child into this world despite going through a tough time with his girlfriend Christine. Very interesting story, very touching also. When Andrew reached his house, Dr. Andrew is the main character of the story, and the other two are Joe Morgan and his wife Susan. When Andrew reached his house at around 12 at night, he caught the sight of Joe Morgan climbing up and down the stairs between his small clinic and the entrance to his house. On seeing Andrew, the heavily built driller, Joe heaved a sigh of relief. He was relaxed to see the doctor. Joe Morgan expressed how pleased he was to see Dr. Andrew. He tells Andrew how he has been waiting there for him for about an hour now. Joe's wife needs Andrew to examine her even before the time of her child's birth. She is in a critical situation. On hearing this, Andrew had a sudden flashback of the unpleasant night he had with his girlfriend Christine, but without wasting further time, he told Joe to wait outside while he got his bag. When he came out, they both began walking towards house number 12 Blana Terrace, where Joe's wife was. It was a cool night and the streets were silent, which made it mysterious. Andrew was generally Andrew, who generally is full of life and spirit and lives a very lively life, was silent and lacked energy today. Andrew had no idea what the night had in store for him and that it was going to influence his life in Blanley. They both walked silently till they reached number 12. As soon as they reached, Joe revealed to Andrew that he does not intend on coming in, but he showed full confidence in Andrew. Joe's voice was tense and under pressure. Andrew entered the gate alone. He took the stairs, which were of rather small width, and reached a bedroom. The bedroom was not lavish or luxurious, but it was neat. It was poorly furnished. Inside the room were Joe Morgan's mother-in-law, a woman of around 70 with larger than the average height and grey hair, along with a plump midwife to assist the childbirth. The midwife was also an elderly age. They both sat beside Mrs. Morgan waiting for Andrew. The sweet old lady, that is Mrs. Morgan's mother, offered Andrew a cup of tea. She addressed Andrew as Batch, which is used while displaying affection. Realizing that the old lady might be worried about him leaving during the waiting period, he gave her a gentle smile and comforted her by assuring that he will not go away. The fact that she anticipated the period of waiting and was worried about him running away made Andrew realize that she was wise and had plenty of experience. He sipped the tea in the kitchen downstairs, though he was mentally and physically exhausted because of the unpleasant meeting with Christine. He knew it was impossible for him to even get an hour's worth of sleep if he went home. Although new in his line or practice, he was aware that the situation was critical and called for his attentiveness. Strangely, he felt a bit active and decided to stay at the place till his duty was fulfilled, till the whole case was over. He went upstairs after almost an hour to check upon Mrs. Morgan. He sat near the kitchen fire upon coming back. It was that time of the night where everything was still. The only sounds that came was of ticking clock, Joe's footsteps from the outside, and from the almost extinguished piece of coal in the fireplace. While he sat in the kitchen, Mrs. Morgan's mother sat in front of him wearing her black dress. She looked at him constantly with her wise eyes that were filled with hope. Clearly, the earlier unpleasant moments with Christine had taken a toll on his mind. Doctor was quite lost in his thoughts. He was still being haunted by the incident that took place at Cardiff station. He began thinking of his friends and acquaintances who have had bad experiences in love and marriage. He thought of Bramwell, the woman he loved had cheated on him. He contemplated upon the relationship of Edward Page, who was committed to a dominating woman named Blodwin. He reflected upon how Danny is living away from his wife not so happily. All of this brought him to an interference that made him cringe. He wished to believe that the institution of marriage was a cheerful one that guaranteed peace and companionship. He also had no other reason to believe otherwise, with Christine's shining eyes in his mind. He was undoubtedly facing a conflict with all his mind, heart, and soul in disagreement. He thus rested his chin on his chest and pulled out his legs while he glanced at the fireplace. He sat still for a few moments. His mind was still preoccupied with Christine until the old lady broke her silence. She was thinking about something else. Students, is Christine. Who is this Christine? Beloved of Dr. Andrew. And today he had a dispute with her. Earlier, he had been planning to get married with her and live a peaceful life and a happy life. But as he had been misbehaved by her today, his heart is broken and he is thinking about all those friends who had been a failure in their marriage. Half of the story we will do tomorrow. Thank you.